So very happy. I think that's our winner. And always a good thing when you come to it relatively quickly. You know, with such great components like we have here, that it makes blending, you know, quite enjoyable and somewhat easy. So that's great. Beautiful, beautiful aromatics. I love wine. I absolutely adore this. And I think there's two ways that you become a winemaker. I think you're either born into it, you know, your family are vignerons, or you fall in love with it. And mine was definitely the latter. You know, I was already well on the way to another career and had decided that that's what I was going to do, and then just fell in love with wine. It was just, it knocked me over the head. All good, all great winemakers are continually assessing what they're going to do with these grapes. The confidence to blend and know that it truly is an art, and you really have to evaluate each component on its merits and know that sometimes the sum can be a lot greater than the parts. I think that Napa Valley has perhaps the collection, has a collection of the greatest winemakers in the world. Stagecoach is such an amazing vineyard. It has perhaps even up to 7 distinct different regions within the one vineyard. So really the commitment to quality, both in the vineyard and in the winery, is what makes Krupp Brothers wines. It's what sets the Krupp Brothers wines apart from the rest. This particular blending session, I'm working on the pre-blend for the 2008 Black Bart Stagecoach Syrah. And so what I have here is 5 different components, all of which are Syrah. Yeah, but beautiful colours on all of these Syrahs this year. So I know these wines fairly intimately, but it's always really important to evaluate them in this type of setting where you're focusing purely on the wines. And what we have here is samples that are 100% composite. So unlike when you're tasting from barrel to barrel, you're seeing barrel variation. Here we are seeing what we have as an entirety in the lot. I've finished tasting through the 5 components that we have at our disposal for the Black Bart Stagecoach Syrah, and they're wildly different for varying reasons. So we've got a plethora of wine here to choose from to assemble our base blend. What I can see here is so many great things about individual components, and what I need to do now is work with all the good in each of those components and assemble it so we've got good or great in the resulting wine. So I can take the pepper and spice from the first wine, I can take the density and concentration from the last wine, I can take the softness and roundness of tannins from the third wine, and I can take the attack and say the density of the second wine, and hopefully we can put all those together and create just a truly amazing wine. Now I'm just going to start putting a few of these wines together in varying percentages, just to see how they really do look as you know, an individual unit. We've used perhaps our four strongest components here to make a really great base blend for the 2008 Black Bart Stagecoach Syrah. So very happy. I think that's our winner. The perfect wine is easy to sum up in one word, and it's balance. The wine has to have balance, and the one thing that I've come to realise during my time as a winemaker is that balance can come in many, many different forms. So balance, that's what you need in wine.